The Borobudur Temple compounds is one of the greatest Buddhist monuments in the world, and was built in the 8th and 9th centuries during the reign of the Sailendra dynasty. The monument is located in the Kedu Valley, in the southern part of central Java, at the center of the island of Java, Indonesia. The main temple is a stupa built in 3 tiers around a hill which was a natural center, a pyramidal base with 5 concentric square terraces, the trunk of a cone with 3 circular platforms and, at the top, a monumental stupa. The walls and balustrades are decorated with fine low reliefs, covering a total surface area of 2,520 square meters. Around the circular platforms are 72 open-work stupas, each containing a statue of the Buddha. The vertical division of Borobudur Temple into base, body, and superstructure perfectly accords with the conception of the universe in Buddhist cosmology. It is believed that the universe is divided into 3 superimposing spheres, Kamadhatu, Rapadhatu, and Arupadhatu, representing respectively the sphere of desires where we are bound to our desires, the sphere of forms where we abandon our desires but are still bound to name and form, and the sphere of formlessness where there is no longer either name or form. At Borobudur Temple, the Kamadhatu is represented by the base, the Rapadhatu by the 5 square terraces, and the Arupadhatu by the 3 circular platforms as well as the big stupa. The whole structure shows a unique blending of the very central ideas of ancestor worship, related to the idea of a terraced mountain, combined with the Buddhist concept of attaining nirvana. The temple should also be seen as an outstanding dynastic monument of the Sailendra dynasty that ruled Java for around 5 centuries until the 10th century. The Borobudur Temple compounds consists of 3 monuments, namely the Borobudur Temple and 2 smaller temples situated to the east on a straight axis to Borobudur. The 2 temples are Menda Temple, whose depiction of Buddha is represented by a formidable monolith accompanied by 2 bodhisattvas, and Pawan Temple, a smaller temple whose inner space does not reveal which deity might have been the object of worship. Those 3 monuments represent phases in the attainment of nirvana. The temple was used as a Buddhist temple from its construction until sometime between the 10th and 15th centuries when it was abandoned. Since its rediscovery in the 19th century and restoration in the 20th century, it has been brought back into a Buddhist archaeological site. Criterion: I. Borobudur Temple compounds with its stepped, unroofed pyramid consisting of 10 superimposing terraces, crowned by a large bell-shaped dome is a harmonious marriage of stupas, temple and mountain that is a masterpiece of Buddhist architecture and monumental arts. Criterion: 2. Borobudur Temple compounds is an outstanding example of Indonesia's art and architecture from between the early 8th and late 9th centuries that exerted considerable influence on an architectural revival between the mid-13th and early 16th centuries.